Building with Papa. All right. Well, I'm going to unbox this Earthquake XT. My hose reel broke. You can see it there. I got it from a friend of mine. Well, he passed away and his wife gave it to me. I have a few tools of his. And I need to replace this. So, I went to Harbor Freight. I picked this up, I think it was like $170, $180. A lot more than I wanted to spend, but it has 50 feet of hose. I saw others with 20 and 25, and it just wouldn't work for what I need. So I'm gonna unbox this and mount it. All right, here we go. All right, so it's quite heavy, but let's take a look. Nice looking. There's a nice blue paint job. I like it. Mine didn't have this, nor did it have this bumper. There's not much to see. All put together. Well, yeah, if I want to I have to get these mounted. Now I have the other one mounted, but I don't know if they're the same. So, I'm hoping they are so I don't go through a whole lot of trouble. Okay, these are 13 millimeter, and this is a 17. So I'm going to remove these first, because I've got to be able to mount this plate on the wall, and I can't do it with the reel on here. Plus, this is set up right now for a wall mount. You could set this up on a ceiling, on a floor. This is what you would do if you were going to change it to a different position to mount it. Let's say you want to mount it on the floor. So you would change this position so that it would mount somewhere like this. And then you just mount it on the floor, okay? I want it to be a wall mount, so it's going to go back to here. Alright, so right now, I'm going to just push that over there. Go ahead and take these out so we don't lose any. Well, I can't get these other two out in the way that they are. I'm going to leave them in. I've just got to be careful not to lose them. Okay. Now, okay, so we need to take this off, get it through here before we disassemble anymore, okay? This is a number 3 bit. Put that aside, don't lose. It's got screws and nuts inside of it. Now pass it through here. Okay, get that out of the way. Alright. Now next, we're going to have to take off this nut. Leave this one too. The thing is, this is under a lot of tension, so you need to be very careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count the turns and release the tension. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Spring isn't anymore there. I have five rolls. Okay. Now there's no tension on it. Make sure there's no tension on it so that you don't get hurt. Okay, I'm going to take this nut off first. Problem is it has a... it won't be any problem. Actually, I don't have to take this off at all. Okay, that's good. I'm going to leave that on. Okay, so we have to take this off so we can get this bracket off. And this is a 15/16. Okay, well, kept hearing that clicking and I couldn't figure out what it was. But what was happening was this whole thing was turning. So now I need to put something on this, keep this from turning. Okay, so got a big adjustable wrench. Now let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, there we go. Now it's coming on. I read the instructions. None of it tells you to do any of this or how to do it. That's why I'm making the video. Alright, now I have the lock washer and the nut off of this side. Okay, so now this should just pop off. Like I said, it should. Okay. Okay. It did. It popped right off. Now this is the mounting bracket. Okay, this is the mounting bracket. This is how I want to mount it on the wall. I'm going to hopefully Tapcon it, redhead, whatever, okay? But I'm going to have to take my old one off, and then I'm going to measure and see if this fits where I have it, or do I need to add something else, okay? So I'm going to put this aside. I'm not going to show you how I take the other one off. It's just, you know, that's not what the video is about. Anyway, there's a piece that's on my other one that I have an elbow running down. I'll show you. I'll put it on here before we mount this. So I'm going to take that apart, get that out, and then I'll show you how I put this on and then how I mount the bracket. Okay, this is where the old one was. I took out 3 of the Tapcons and I left one in because I'm going to set it and then mark it and then drill it so that we can get the... So I'm going to mount it on here. mark. I marked where I'm going to drill. Okay? Now it just so happens that top one on the right, there's a hole there of where I had a tap on before, so I'm going to use it. But you can see here and here is where I'm going to drill new holes. Alright, got my trusty rigid. I've had this thing for over 20 years. This was when they first came out with them. I bought the whole kit. I love it. It's still working great. It's a battery operated hammer drill. Okay. Okay, before you mount it, now's the time to put on all your fittings. I had pulled the other one off, but it was smaller than this one, so I had to go get an adapter. Put a little Teflon tape on there, 2 or 3 wraps, no more than that. Okay, then I need this fitting. Okay, I think that's good enough. All right, now we have to mount it. Okay, still has good grease on there. Okay, you want to make sure you have grease on there that came with it. So what we're going to need to do is going to need to mount it on that bracket. Get your lock washer and your nut. And this way when you go to mount it, you'll tighten it up. Okay, get it through the hole. Put your lock washer on. Don't tighten it up all the way. You got to get the other little nuts in and screws so it holds the other bracket. So just get it snug so it's not going anywhere, and get the other screw. Okay, so now you'll get these screws in. 3. Might have been easier to put them in before you put this on, but either way. Okay, I have 3 of them in right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them. Just get them started. These are lock nuts, so they'll lock in there good. Alright, let's tighten this up. Oh, before I tighten it up, let me tighten this up all the way. Alright. I want this facing down. Okay, she's on there. Alright, now we have that tight. Now the next thing is we need to turn this back 5 turns. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's go one more. That sure didn't seem like it worked well. Okay. Now, bring it through here. Okay, now we're going to put the donut back on. You have to put your donut on. I want this to hang down so I can grab it either on that side or this side. So I'm going to elect to put my donut, I guess, right about here. You can put it where you want it. I think this would work fine for me. You just want it so the donut won't slip. There you go. Then mine will hang down where I can grab it. Now, I had put my elbow and my pipe on, so now I need to put my connector on. Okay. Now your hose connection from your compressor, and then you can hook up whatever you want. You know, for your air gun, you know, your tire. That's it. All right, Building with Papa. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Give me a thumbs up. See you on the next one.